Scott Wise, Scotty's Brewpub, is our guest here tonight. A writer in Bloomington, where you have your second restaurant, was it, or your third?
It was the second.
The second one.
Second one that was successful.
Okay.
Third by if you count failures.
He wrote, where you have a restaurant, he says, parts of your menu sound like they were designed by a kitchen full of creative and hungry kindergartners with a Cookie Monster chocolate chip cookie and dill pickle chips. You have some very creative chefs, don't you?
You know what? I think the world sometimes is too serious. Especially in this day of social bullying. I just want to laugh. You know, a lot of times I just want to make people have fun. And I think that probably the most fun I ever had was kindergarten through third grade, you know, when you didn't have responsibilities and you could take naps. And so I think the menu is really derived from just a kid that likes to have some comfort food. It likes to have a burger. The fried pickles was something that we just tried, and it was like, wow, this is good and it's unique. And so anything we do, we try to put a little twist of just our own, you know, something that's got personality to it.
And it's for the most part, it's locally grown.
We try to buy as much locally as we can. Some of our restaurants are totally locally sourced, because I mean, that's obviously important in what we do, but the kitchen guys, when they would come up with a recipe, in the early days, they would come to me and say, well, I want you to try this. And I said, you know, the rule was if Scott liked it and he didn't spit it out, that you could name it. I mean, within reason, as long as it's PG-13. So a lot of the menu items, as you read them through the menu, you'll see Dan's Darn Good Barbecue Wrap, and that's named after Dan, who worked for us many years ago.
I read a blog by a mother of small children who listed what she considers kid-friendly restaurants. Yours was on that list because your servers actually, they'll cut up the food for the children. They actually do that?
We do. We offer cutting up the. You know what? Here's the deal. My restaurant has morphed as I've grown, and I've grown a family with my wife. Early on, my wife said, you know, you only have baby changing stations in the women's room. You now have a 1-year-old. Scott, you need a changing station in the men's room because you're going to be changing diapers too. So you could see the morphing of our restaurant turning very kid-friendly. And so now we bring out toys at the table. And you know, I just take ideas that I remember as a kid going to the dentist's office and getting a toy because you hated going to the dentist's office. So I thought, not that I hope the kids like coming to the restaurant, but we would bring them a toy and a balloon after every time they visit. The kids eat free days on Sundays and Tuesdays. Just little things, even the cutting up the food and bringing the food early to the table before your food's ready. There are things that I've noticed as a parent that make me a lot happier when my kids are happier. So
I want to talk about some of the time we have remaining, about some of your charitable works here in town, because I know they're considerable. Right after this with Scott Wise.